Alright, where am I? Hang on. Let me appear. There we are. How's it going, everyone? I'm back with the SEAWOLF community. I'm going to adjust my screen so that way it's not going to cause problems. They have given me a new role for this community, and I am now the dad joke individual. Don't ask why, I still don't understand it either. So, we will see how this goes. I'm putting myself over here. Or am I down here? What? No. No. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna swap back over to the lobby to see if I am doing helm today or not, or it might put me as a sonarman today. We'll figure that part out.
Without me, do you need me?
I mean, not really.
I'm back.
Of course we need you.
Alright, screen is up.
Put Fox as chairman. There is a channel for late arrival somewhere. Do you see it? Yeah. Enlistment list.
Enlistment. Okay.
When people have been late, so we check if they're not too often late.
So who do we have that still we're missing?
Stewie. He's usually not late. He usually arrives like 5 to 10 minutes before the game.
Yeah.
But he's not online.
And
Right.
Stewie is on what?
Helm.
Alright.
But I think Cruise Master wanted it, yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
we
he
use it
saying
last.
too.
But Amon is reserve. But I guess Stewie is not here, so it's up to Fox what he thinks he wants to do.
Your call.
Escort sonar disabled that.
Escort sonar disabled. I fixed quick encounter.
What was my question?
What do you want to do with Stewie late arrival? How long you want to wait for him? Since I can't find if we have anything in the rules.
There's no policy on it.
I can't find anything written
I
down.
can't either.
Could we wait like 5 minutes so I can make myself a coffee, or else I will fall asleep?
I have no problem with waiting 5 minutes. So we will wait. We'll wait 5 minutes for start. On 5 minutes, we will start. During that, we will assume Stewie isn't showing up, having Cruise Master running helm, and Amon, at the risk of you being bumped out of the game, you're welcome to join the 10 minutes at the beginning of the game. If the person, if Stewie isn't showing up by 15 minutes past game time, you will become the de facto crew member of my crew.
Okay.
But you will join at the risk of having to leave. And
That's fine. I could also run a solo sub and scout strictly. Your choice. Up to you guys.
Okay, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
That actually doesn't sound half bad, does it, Fox, with the scout sub?
we have no means of communication, and I don't want to alt tab and write in chat.
I have the ability to do some Morse, you know? I could just type out a message occasionally, updating every half hour or so, or 15 minutes or so on the half hour. Or so.
I don't know if we have any Morse operator on board of the boat.
What if we go with just like basic Morse?
But
Simplified radio.
Stewie's not here yet, so And he's not online, so I doubt he will show up.
Gotcha.
I guess you can join the server then, Ammon. Yeah. I give you its time roll now for now, so you can see the password channel.
Copy.
I'll fix the crew composition at a later stage.
No worries. Happy to be in reserves. Weekend warrior.
Weekend warrior.
What?
Okay.
We can move it to the sub pen for now.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
And
Wait, we're the 96, right?
Look. I assume Fox wants to keep it as realistic as possible.
Hmm?
Aside from in the regards to communications.
well, no, chat should only be reserved for like kind of like out of game related communication or
Mhm.
recreational communication. If it's operational communication, we deal with the limitations of the game, which would be using the intercoms, phones, the voice tubes, or the intercom phones.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, we'll be waiting for Ozzy to come back, correct?
Yeah,
Alright.
that everyone haven't
Quickly
still
grab-
missing.
I'm grabbing my Coke real quick. I'll be back.
Okay. Still have some people that needs to join 96.
So how long is a game typically?
3 hours game time with an optional debrief time after.
What's a debrief time? What's that?
It could vary, but say 30 minutes maybe.
It's like we talk about what we did.
It's not mandatory or anything. The debrief, they just go through what happened, like proper
It's like
talk.
an after action lobby.
Yeah,
Does that happen often, or is it like nah?
like
No,
every game we usually have a talk about what's good and what was bad, what we can improve, and so on, and discuss everything.
So
So-
is it like the same group of people? Like, do you guys play together often, or does it like rotate?
Rotate, I guess.
Yeah.
Focus
That's
is
weird.
here like inventory, I think.
Yeah.
The stock never gets stale, I'll tell you that much.
That's kind of good though.
Yeah.
Whether you're playing with regulars, semi-regulars, or newbies, it's always fun.
Bro, I've never played. I've played like solo, but I've never played.
Oh, freaking lit. Good for you.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
Like-
You're gonna have-
So I think I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
So,
Proud of you, Tamar.
you only play with bots, or you play like with human players, but never in events?
No, I've never played with a human.
Okay.
But I recently discovered that you need to play the beta to actually use the engine.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very
But
fun.
I noticed that quite quickly, so I've gotten some. I'm familiar with it now, I think.
Cool. I'll be pushing ourselves, our boat, and everyone on board of the boat, as I would expect everyone to be pros. And if you aren't pros, then we'll learn along the way to become pros.
Hell yeah.
Any of the complications that may be caused under our journey will just add, natural obstacles we all have to learn to work around.
Sounds good.
What
Okay.
position is currently being? What would I be interviewing for?
Sonar. Well, actually, you will be dad joke comedian.
Ah.
Don't
Yeah.
need to change it back in the code.
After the event.
No, I think it should stay.
But I'm not gonna be that joking comedian when I'm radio stuff. Forget about that.
But we are
Aw.
missing 2 signups. Is Warlord?
Warlord is here.
I've been here for ages.
Yes, hop on the boat. And then
He is on the boat.
He's on the boat.
I don't
Oh.
see him on the server boat either.
I don't see him on the boat.
No, I don't see.
Alright.
That,
you're
okay.
still
Alright,
Just
yeah, I
like,
see that
I'm
too.
sorry.
Okay, and then Amon,
Okay.
because
Yeah, it's 10
I
minutes
didn't
late
sign.
now.
I didn't sign up. Is it fine that I hadn't signed up for a position?
yeah, but
yeah.
it's only the risk that I mentioned earlier that there's the other guy
Yeah,
shows
but
up.
it's time limit passing soon.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll meet you guys in the comms. So, we are now set up for the day. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this game, because as much as I do, this is always a fun group to play with. Different skill sets, different everything.
Alright.
My second in command is going to be Squirrely Hunter, so if he's barking orders, then you follow them as if they came from me. And if I ever correct Squirrely Hunter, that doesn't mean that I'm disappointed with him. That means that he been making fair attempts to try to interpret my intent, and I'm just slightly adjusting that we're doing the right thing. Everyone, head to your stations. Let's have a fun game.
Oh, I'm gonna set the red lights.
No, but we can drop the. You can call the engine crew and tell them to drop voltage to 55.
Understood.
See anything, Squirrel Hunter? Yep.
Yes, Captain. I see the convoy at relative 250, and it looks like it is heading south. And they're heading to 143 relative again to 25 there.
Making forward towards them and slightly and only
Engine room.
Engine room. The captain advises to drop voltage. I believe it was 50.
Okay, yeah, we're regulating. Thank you.
They are dropping voltage.
emergency. We do flooding on verbal command.
Held,
Understood.
make course for 51.
Understood. Move the course to Charlie 1. we diving or pre-flooding?
Pre-flooding.
Yeah, understood.
I guess I'm gonna do the lights here myself. Nice. Squirrel Hunter, you on AP. Dive Officer is going to take OP. And myself is going to be on the bridge. Amon, you can join me on the bridge.
Copy that.
You want help to follow you, sir?
Helm, you can be wherever you can hear me. The most voice soup is acceptable. But make us go.
Aye, sir.
Crew, be advised that Squirrel Hunter, he's going to be in charge of maneuvering for the moment. So, Squirrel Hunter, are we starboard or port?
Starboard, Captain.
Intend to starboard mid side.
Understood.
Put on the bridge.
Captain, got him dead ahead, 10 degrees off our left side, our port side.
Amon, your job will be to... how good are you at gathering angle and bow data?
Angle and bow, not so great. Scouting, a lot better. I can find ranges a bit easier than I can find angle and bow.
Sadly, you won't have the tool to your disposal.
The tool? Oh, yeah, of course.
Here with me, so it's only looking at angles and bearings and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I could find AO pretty easily then, with the Uzo.
How do you determine angle and bow?
Usually, I'll find angles on the ship that are 90 degrees or 45 degrees. Relay that with the manual. Determine from our current position to the back in front of the ship to determine where our current location is relative to the convoy, and best judgment.
What I'm going to be interested in is you delivering your your results by course and with an inaccuracy rating on how accurate you are with the values.
Accuracy being...
Degrees,
Make course
offset,
43,
left,
please.
right.
Okay, copy that.
The UZO is
So you would recommend that I would say angle on bow 90 plus or minus 5 degrees? Or what?
You answer it in courses. You calculate them to courses so we can compare them.
Course to the ship? From the ship?
No, their course.
Oh, calculate their course. Yeah, I can do that.
Set.
Then the UZO is yours. I'll use my handhelds.
Captain, do you have
Copy that.
dive on warship watch?
Yes, but no alert
Okay.
range have been instructed.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I have not instructed him with any range to alert us by.
Understood. Dive,
Yes?
please alert us of any warship within 2,000 meters.
Understood.
No,
Thank
no, let's do 2,500 meters.
2,500
Understood.
meters.
And I want us to be doing any aggressive maneuvering when we are closer than 2,500 meters. When we are at 2,500 meters, we pretty much should be doing like calculated strafes and stuff like that.
Understood. I have a convoy course of high confidence of 128.
Write it down. My memory's trash. Draw a line. Crewmaster,
Yes.
you familiar how to perform a quick stop?
No attention?
No attention is needed, but do you know how to perform... Do you know the orders to issue to the engine room so that we can perform a quick stop?
It's different with each captain, so you want to tell me yours, so I'll keep note of it.
Go ahead and tell me what you're familiar with, though.
That's the thing.
Ask me, please.
So many of them. You want to tell me yours so that way I could note it down? That would be perfect.
Okay. So
Ask
for me,
please.
Say again?
oh,
Helm, make
So-
half speed.
Half speed, aye.
what's the reason for half speed?
I want that ship over at relative 13 to go ahead a little bit, and I want to just kind of slowly creep in as I go in, because we're relatively close to these escorts. So as I still want to come in, but I still want them to move forward.
Okay. Captain is going to the conning tower.
Copy.
So, the engine room, when they do a quick stop, they will use reverse engines to stop the boat using electrics,
Alright.
right?
Yes.
If they use diesels, it's going to take way too long time to reverse the diesels, because you gotta wait for the diesels to come to a complete halt before you can change the diesel direction. Oh, because we want to use electrics and go reverse, the order is pretty simple. You order electrics, and then you order a stern.
Alright.
And the stern speed is based upon what you have trained with. If you are familiar with slow speed or half speed, and you know how to time that with the stop order thereafter, then great. But as you haven't told me what you're familiar with, I don't know. So
Well,
I am only trained with dead slow.
I have never been taught with Helm. I've been taught down below. And the engine room. I got trained with machinist role, but not the Helm, so I will start with dead slow.
Very good. So dead slow astern is then ordered after electric engines. And then the easiest way to call the stop thereafter is by give a whistle on the voice tubes to the engine room, then call the stop with your face towards this speedometer here on the left side, on the port side of the boat, because then you don't need to quickly switch between seeing here and ordering stop here. You can just stand here with this flap open, with your back towards it, and just talk to them.
Make course 60, please.
Make it course 60, aye. Set.
Fox, we're real close to this convoy.
Let's go in a slow, like in a very slow speed holding pattern, and maintain course and watch for SIGs.
So advise
Understood.
dead slow or negative?
Make course 128, dead slow ahead.
128 coming around and setting dead slow ahead.
Captain, looks like convoy course of 130. High confidence.
Accuracy by degrees,
By degree, I would say by 2 degrees.
within his as well.
Captain,
Within 2 degrees.
Captain, dive.
Hang on, dive. Yeah.
The enemy sloop at relative bearing 250 is around 25 hectometers away.
Any of those range reports, just blurt over everyone.
What do you mean?
Don't
Full right
ask
rudder.
for permission to talk.
All right, rudder, aye.
Understood.
Range reports are too important. To nearest.
Rudder midship.
Rudder midship, aye.
Okay, so when the voice tube is open and you're coming close to around 2 knots, I usually voice say to the voice in the engine room, stand by to decouple. And then when I hit 1 knot, I start repeating stand by, stand by, stand by until I reach 0.4 knots where I go quiet. And then upon 0.2 knots, I say stop, 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 stop.
Alright.
Squirrel,
Slow speed ahead.
command.
Listening.
Full speed
Let's
ahead,
get the
aye.
speed measurement.
Full speed set.
Slow speed.
Slow speed, aye.
Squirrel Hunter, let's do a speed measurement and see how it goes.
Understood. 1 second. Give me. Make course 186, full speed ahead.
186, full speed ahead, aye.
It's the
We're just gonna come out of this convoy just a touch, Fox, and then call it.
range. Range to nearest.
Is, range to nearest. The 30.
That we're safe. Just let's make it happen now.
Order quick stop, please.
Run a quick spout, aye.
Captain,
Captain.
do you also want me to measure speed at full stop?
Yes, I want UZO, OP, and AP.
Copy that. We'll measure speed at stop.
Okay, then switch it on. And get to 60 RPM.
Go reverse.
Yep, reverse.
Stop.
I think you may have blown the fuse.
Might not.
But
What did I do wrong?
Still having full rotations on port shaft.
okay, sorry, it wasn't decoupled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you go and reset the fuse.
Oh, darkness.
No, the port is all the way up in the past the control room.
Get the rookie on your port side.
Oh, well, I want to be next to the phone.
Stand
Well,
by.
that means we're gonna have a lot of long fixing times for fuses.
I suppose so. Yeah, we can switch it over if you like.
Stand by. Stand by.
Standing by.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Stop, stop, stop.
Screen that was you called it past point 2. You called it closer to
Decoupled.
maybe 0.
Gotcha.
But where is point 2 on the gauge? It could be like latency here. But where is
Yeah,
point
I
2
had
on the
it
gauge?
on the point 2. I did have it on point 2 knots, and then it. I guess it was.
But where is it? Where is it on the gauge?
Let me just go to this.
If you look on my
Coming up.
stream, you'll see it. Because I'm looking right at it.
Just
try to.
I see the speedometer, but can you explain to me which line on the speedometer is
the
point 2?
second most. There's the smallest lines.
Which one of them? The second?
Yes.
0?
Yep. From 0. Second.
No. So there is 4 of those small lines, 5 if you include the one on 0, and between 0 and 1, so every line is point 2.
Okay, so it would be the first.
Line past 0 is point 2.
Gotcha.
Captain. Target
Yep.
speed 6.18. First reading.
We're 0.0.
Okay. I'll retake my speed.
So, depending on latency latency, of course, there could be like a delay between when you see things in game and when we hear things.
Yeah, I'm counting on like a 30-second delay.
But if you called it out at like 0.4, because that was the second line, I expect it to have arrived sooner.
Yeah, it might have been a 30-second delay, or it could have been a little bit less.
We'll work on that.
Understood.
Captain, second speed check, 6.24 knots.
Write them all down.
Copy.
Do not expect me to remember a single number.
Okay. I always do.
You want me to set the PDC into safe? Because I'm looking at it.
Amon, could you move your mic away from your mouth a little bit, or?
It's not even near me.
It's so loud.
Some mics are
Okay,
that sensitive.
I'll just talk real quiet. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very, very loud.
I have a speed read of 6.1.
All right, mic check. How about now? How do I sound?
Better.
Better. So we
Still
got
loud.
6.1. What about OP? OP having quiet.
Yep, sorry, I messed it up the first time. I have 0.23.
0.2. What? Point what? Like 0.23?
6.23. 6 knots. 6.2 knots.
Please write your numbers out on the map, everyone. Anyway, Squirrel Hunter, are we in a position where we could start moving in and kind of match with the convoy's course and speed?
Yes, Captain.
I want to be maybe 2,200, 2,300 when we're actually attacking.
Understood. Okay. Make course 128.
Understood.
Slow speed ahead.
Full speed ahead, aye. Or slow
Slow.
speed. Gotcha.
Diesel first. They know we're canceling the electric engine usage. And now, go slow speed. And go into the bridge.
I don't hear an S, that's why I kept thinking.
Generally, I don't want to be... I don't want to be further... When we're doing...
Make course 76, full speed ahead.
76 full speed.
So EXO, I don't generally want to be further than 2,500 meters when we're doing data gathering. As long as, you know, while we're not sitting stationary or anything like that, that they'll drive into us. We can make the final adjustments to our shooting position much quicker.
Understood.
We have they changed course or anything like that, guys?
Based on what I've been looking at, they might be doing it right this second, but I'm not certain since we're turning.
Oh,
I'm starting a timer.
Copy.
Helmsman, make course.
yeah, we're still waiting for engines to respond.
Understood. Thank you.
Port shafts and starboard shaft was not spinning at all. Now they are, so we got speed. Seven, 6 or 7, 8?
Let's make 7, 6.
Understood. Make a course 7, 6.
Be conducting an attack from the UZO.
Understood.
Until when I need to do that, I want the radio man to use it for data and course.
Copy that.
Course 7, 6.
Like, don't let the course hunting ever rest. It needs to be constant.
Nope, all day. Yep.
Yep. So when you can let it rest is basically after we launch the torpedoes and they're exploding, and then like when they have lights up, you don't need to do it, and then when the lights are going down, say 10 minutes after that, you also up to 10 minutes you can also relax.
Copy that. Till then, my eyes are on the prize. Convoy course has changed. We'll mark it on the map. Current course 140.
Thank you. Make course 084.
084,
Squirrel Hunter, if you have a chance to verify that as well.
Understood. .10 or 20 degrees right.
20 degrees right, coming around. New course 104.
Come on, should there be an alert, clear the bridge without hesitation.
Copy.
Call out verbally, of course, that there's an alert.
Okay, I will.
Full right rudder.
Full right rudder, aye.
Alert!
Alert.
Alert.
Right full rudder, dive the boat.
Diving the boat.
Hatch
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Are in good and deep water. Take over maneuvering for the evasion. Stand by the center rudder.
Standing by.
Midship.
Rudder midship, aye.
Dive the boat to 185 meters. EXO, tell me depth on the keel. Radio man, you're now sonar
185
man.
meters.
Advise
on
if
the
you want full
hydrophone.
speed.
Yes. No, well, no, we don't. I don't want to have full speed. Half speed. Half speed. Why are we at full?
Half speed, aye. No one told me to correct it.
Told we. I think I said half speed.
I did not hear it from you. I did not hear it, if he said it.
So, Squirrel Hunter, coordinate with the dive officer how deep we can go. Make it, if we can, 185. Otherwise, go as shallow or as deep as we can.
Make
And-
depth 185.
Repeat.
Make depth 185.
Making depth 185.
Fox, can I have a clarification real quick? You said you wanted depth 185, or did you want it shallower, as you said?
I wanted 185 if we can, without hitting the seabed. Otherwise, we have to go
Understood.
shallower. Basically,
Yeah.
as deep as we can. Sonarman, report when ping term.
Copy. We'll report when pings terminate.
Passing 70 meters, Captain.
Depth under keel is 125.
Understood.
Smen. Left rudder 5 degrees until course 120.
5 degrees left rudder until 120, aye.
100.
So,
So for your guys' information, we did get spotted by probably a destroyer. So that is why we are dive right now. Is we're moving very slowly under the water, so that way they don't spot us and they don't get us with a sonar ping.
Forgot to check what was the pinging time set. It wasn't random.
Captain, stand by. I think we have ping termination.
passing 140 meters.
Verify if we have ping term.
I haven't had pings for 30 seconds.
Ahead dead slow, come to periscope depth.
Last known contact position
Periscope depth.
Ahead dead slow.
was behind at 210, 130, and 260. 3 contacts.
You monitoring if they begin their pinging, and other than that, basically cancel any other reports.
Copy. Wilco, if pings continue.
Spent.
Contact, pardon me. Contact at close range 300, relative 2 kilometers. Be careful on your approach.
We're gonna use dead slow.
Okay, carry on.
We'll be fine. Amspen, come to course 130 and use full rudder.
Full rudder setting for 130 I.
Permission to ride the bubble, Captain?
Yep. Let it go quick. Guess you can handle.
I can help you pop them too.
Thank you.
EXO, you have the boat. Intent is to go to periscope depth. Verify if it's safe to go to surface. When it's safe to go to surface, we will not charge. We'll move to the same side, 2,500 meters, and then wait for me to arrive. Be back
Understood.
shorter. All right. Captain is AFK.
I'm Scurly.
Listening.
I'm sorry for not noticing that warship.
Don't be sorry. I had eyes on it. That's why I called right rudder. I was just too late. Don't be sorry.
We're alive. No shots. Solid evasion.
I'm sorry, repeat.
We're alive. It was a solid evasion.
Perfect.
Passing 100 meters and rising.
Convoy, close range, relative bearing 310 to 270.
Perfect.
One 130 set course.
Then it's back. You still have maneuvering, Squirrel.
Thank you. Make course 140.
Making course 140I. One 140.
Passing 40 meters, Captain.
Sonar contact close range 270 relative to 340 relative.
Thank you. Mass 270 to 340.
Sounds like they're settling back down.
Can you give me a guesstimate how far?
No, not very good at that, but I do have it set at 1.5 gain. So we're gonna say within 2 kilometers for the escorts, or around 2 kilometers for the escorts, and I would say double that for the convoy.
Thank you. Make course 150.
150I.
The descent, Aussie.
I'm sorry?
Dive officer. It was a good descent. Safe.
Passing 20 meters, Captain.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Set course 150. Currently, Helm is gonna have to step away for a moment because I am currently having a medical emergency.
Okay,
Take your time, we'll fill in, no worries.
Sorry, guys.
Sonarman, you act, Helm.
Filling on helm. Sonar on helm.
Up to the conning for better.
Passing 15 meters.
Copy.
In almost 3 years. Sorry about that.
Range to
guys.
nearest.
It is a really bad one.
Range to nearest is damn 37. 1 second.
Make a depth 11 meters.
Sorry about that, guys.
Taking depth 11 meters. Aye.
Negative.
They will
Range
stay
to
up, but
nearest.
I'm just gonna step away to the other side of my room on my right, so I don't have to.
31.
So you guys won't have to see me holding a tissue to my nose all day. So we'll be back. I'll stay here, but I'm just trying to go inside of the room.
Hope you look safe. Do you have any objections to surface?
We're sitting pretty close to this warship, but no.
Then let's make it happen and let's get back on the side of the convoy.
Understood. Surface the boat. When the boat surfaces, rise diesels for slow ahead. Make course.
Want to sit speed match on convoy course within
Diesel
8
safe.
minutes.
Going for diesels. Course? What course do we want?
148.
148, aye.
Within 8 minutes of now, I want to be sitting on their side with a rough speed match from old data and course.
Copy that. Copy that, will do.
Understood.
I will call the engine room and make for 6.2 knots.
Yeah, do that.
Actually, you're gonna have to speed up with our speed.
Understood. Full speed ahead.
Full speed, aye.
When we're beyond 2,500 meters, more or less, just only work with full speed.
Okay.
Understood.
These are instructions for the XO. So not instructions for helm.
Okay, my bad. On course 148.
Aye.
When would you like us to be matching speed?
When I have verified their numbers, which it'll be soon, because they have some king posts in the back. So we're just playing catch up right now.
Understood.
Could be angled AOB hunting, but
Say again? Do you want me to delay the
No, never delay a free flow. We can survive without the full compressed air tank, but we can't survive if we're dead by deck cannon rounds because we never had enough time to dive. This course is taking us away from them.
make course 130. Actually, make course 90. Right
Coming
now.
left to course 90. Zero niner zero.
When you press there, then relieve me of the OP.
Yep, thank you.
How, dive officer, when it came to the alert that happened on more frequent range reports.
Understood.
This is like for every 16th of a degree closer, calculate the range. And also, if we are moving away from them, still within 2,500, I want to know that too. If you haven't said a range report in a while, then just say that the range is, the same. Which it should be.
Okay. Do you want me to go back on OP?
It's yours.
I'm going to bridge.
Make course 120.
120, coming starboard to 120.
Minutes they could be doing a SIG. I want to be in a position to observe that.
Understood.
Are we behind the convoy still?
We're right. Bottom.
Right of the convoy, yes, but are we parallel to the back of the convoy or behind it, in front of it?
We're getting there.
Okay. Copy that. On course 120.
See that goddamn. That means we have to be creeping up on this thing. That's okay.
P, range to nearest.
Bearing 30.
And so with range first, you can say the other data after.
Nearest range is 43 hectoliters.
I can't hear. What do you say?
3, he said.
Let's take it. $10 degrees left, please.
Three minutes until the SIG window begins. Doing fine.
On course.
Intent is to see the SIG, or for us to see the SIG, and then do another quick stop, and then gather speed to get moving after every optics gets 1 speed, and then set up the attack.
Okay.
Be focusing on getting angle and balance, so you don't need to worry about that.
Make course. Make course 148.
148, helm coming right to 148.
Once we're there, order the speed match.
Okay, will do. Speed matching
Here.
on course 148.
Getting a course of 146.
146.
Yeah. Rather that we sit more in the middle, having the angle mounts in the middle of the convoy, observing a SIG, because if they are SIGing currently now to the left, we will be once again behind them and having to chase. We are
Okay,
already...
so you still want me full speed ahead, trying to get in front of the thing, right?
Well, I want to have angle mount 90s in the middle of the convoy. That way, if they SIG left or right, we aren't as worse off as we are back here.
Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. We are on course, correct?
On course. 146. 148, rather.
But yes, I would like us to go back to full speed Excel so we can...
Understood. Full speed ahead.
Going for full
course.
speed.
155.
155.
That's
so let's just maneuver at the... let's just maneuver at a safe distance of 2,500 meters now.
Making sure that it actually has stopped before I get out.
OP, range report, nearest. Still 43. The sloop is 43.
Oh wait, yeah, that's a sloop. Sorry, 31 hectometers.
Don't be blind. Don't get blinded by just looking at one ship. 531, yeah.
10 more right.
10 more right, coming to 165. On course, 165.
Let's go any further than 3 kilometers, EXO.
Understood. You can make one course 148, please.
148, coming left.
I am back.
Give you the OP here in a moment.
I think my stream just died.
Yeah, take your time.
I'm getting a phone call.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. It showed no data for a moment. I freaked out.
You know I got you.
Apologize for stepping away. I had a very bad.
Oh, you're good.
Nose.
Emergencies happen.
Totally fine. Real life comes first.
Yeah, it was just a bloody nose, like a real.
Oh well. Come on now. You coulda been at your table for that.
No, if I
just blow it on the screen.
Oh God.
Blow it on the screen.
That ain't gonna work.
Range to nearest, boys.
Range to nearest enemy ship is still about 31 hectometers at relative bearing 273.
Copy. I have eyes on that target as well. Looks like we're gonna be safe range from them.
Yep.
All right, let's bring it in to course 110.
Course 110. Alright, coming around.
Might be a little extreme.
Heard. 125, please.
125, coming back. There we go. 125, new course.
Copy that. We're cruising in.
Some pretty good AOBs at relative 290.
Captain's back.
Copy, yeah, I'm looking at 285, 290 as well.
I see
Courses
that.
do we have?
It's frightening on my part because I don't have bloody noses often. So
141, Captain.
Before,
Stand by.
2 minutes ago, I had 146 times 2. But they could have sigged.
They probably did.
By a lot. Let's assume they did, and let's get some speed.
Understood.
We're already set for full speed.
Let's go for a speed match. Double attention order, please.
Double attention order.
Alright, well, what range are we at?
We are at
Nearest warship.
3, 4, 14,
Nearest warship
26.
is 30.
Ooh, I got widely different ranges here. 26 and 130, what?
Nearest warship, as I am measuring it, is 31 hectometers at a relative bearing 273.
One of you is wrong. I don't know who. Both of you double check. $30, we need to be a lot closer before I want to shoot. Be more like 2,300 meters.
Understood.
I mean, if so, there's no point in speed matching here if we're that far out. If we're around 26, I mean, I could accept that, but
Okay. All right, so full speed ahead and try to strafe in.
sure. If
speed
we are
ahead.
not doing a stop to speed match,
Make course 125.
Already set. Full speed ahead order. Going.
What was the reason for the attention?
We were going to speed match.
Okay, Roger. Do you have an RPM for us?
we don't need to calculate this turn. We're low on
Stand
time.
Okay. Okay, call me back if you get one. Thanks.
They were asking for RPM, what they wanted us at.
Let's turn in.
Understood.
Advise.
Make course 110.
110, turning in.
I'm
110 set.
relieving you of OP. Sorry, of UZO.
Copy.
Disregard
Uzo's
not
yours.
OP, but UZO.
Course set.
To go
110.
any further,
Don't go
I-
further yet.
I do. So I do not want to go any further.
Okay.
Not ahead
Oh.
any further.
Okay.
Closer.
148 speed match, please.
148 speed match. One
Well, I want to
RPM.
get closer, but I don't want to get more ahead.
Understood.
What is the range to nearest?
Advise what you're on the RPM so I can advise engine room.
P. Range to nearest.
Range to nearest
Connect.
is 26 hectometers on the relative bearing 263.
Conning.
We can match here.
Telephone is
So
now
verify
bugged.
that we have the speed is workable.
I don't understand what you're asking. You're asking me to speed match?
Yeah, I don't want to get further ahead. That's what I'm asking you. I don't want to get further ahead.
You want to advise what the RPMs you want us at? Because I've already given
Let's
them
start. Let's start with dead slow ahead, so we're not running full speed. Let's just start there. and then we can order a speed match order, and then we can get the RPM set to the engine room, so they are not sitting and idling on full speed, and we're burning past the convoy.
Understood. Thank you for clarifying that.
And it's not to get further ahead.
And what bearing do you want us at?
148.
148 coming around.
"23 hectometers, enemy warship 230 relative."
Good. The range
Okay.
I like.
Hey Squirrel, I've got a convoy course of 135 relative. 135 plus or minus 5 degrees.
148 set.
Understood. Make course 135. I'll trust it.
135. Alright, coming around.
I like that. It looks good over here. Okay.
135.
What was the
And-
course believed by the convoy to follow?
135. And I'm seeing a good solid 90. A 147. I believe.
There is some non-conformity in the convoy.
I haven't been able to verify for a little while.
Different warship at 280, also range 23 hectometers.
Okay. Then, yeah, let's go back to 140.
140 coming back.
Okay. TTC operator will be radio man.
140 set.
On TDC.
Set. Angle and bow 90 right.
90 right.
Track
Standby.
Uzio. Track Uzio and set it 90 right.
Tracking Uzo, 90 right is set.
Then make sure range is set to safe.
Safe. 100.
Okay, let's see what targets we have. Alright, AP, range 2, merchant 2, 6, 3, mast, king, funnel, split.
Did you want me to be looking that up or something?
That is the AP, for the attack periscope.
Okay.
I have the ship in sight. Do you have mast height? Or no?
No.
Okay.
Mast height now.
Closest range is still about 23 hectometers, not changing.
Tell me, you can tell me 16 of degrees.
In 16th
Oh,
of a degree, it is... yeah,
Uzio,
16.
sorry, OP, you continue telling ranges as they are. AP, EXO, tell me the 16th of degree for the range of merchant.
It is 26.
Okay. Tell me range of merchant bearing 261, mast, funnel, 16th of degrees.
$51. Oh, no, 41. Excuse me, 41.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident, Fox.
Then I need you to redo the range at 264 mast king funnel. I'm getting a range discrepancy here of 13 hectometers between those ships.
Understood.
Both enemy warships still at
Okay,
23
let's see here.
hectometers, Captain.
This could be a little easier right here.
Are we still maintaining course?
Yeah, just adjusting. Maintain course at 140.
30. God damn it. 31.
So you're getting 31 for that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's acceptable. See a potential. I don't know what I see. We don't have 90 alignments anymore. Set angle and bound 90 right.
90 right, stand by. Is set.
Adjust course by 9 degrees left.
9 degrees left, coming. That would be around.
Is it going so slow? No, adjust our course by 9 degrees, not rudder 9 degrees.
My bad.
What?
Yeah, so a rudder turn will be specified by stating rudder to 9 degrees. Okay, so give me left full rudder.
Left full rudder.
Stand by to center the rudder.
Standing by.
Rudder midship.
Rudder
Course
mid.
are on.
It is now 1, 3. Stand by. 131.
Make course 132 and XO take note. Fuck. I think they're sigging. They're sigging.
132.
Sigging left. Turn us 8 degrees left.
Got me to 8 degrees left. Rudder.
Rudder. I did not ask for rudder.
My bad.
Turn us 8 degrees left on the compass. No rudder.
Aye.
It's not a rudder order.
Rudder will be specifically asked for. If anything else, if it's not asked for, it's usually course. It is always course.
Turn us 8 degrees left. Make it happen.
New course
So
120.
yes,
Go to 120.
So these are course adjustments orders. You're gonna of course have to use the rudder, but it's your choice more or less how you get there. But you should not drag your feet. So you should do as fast of your turn that you can handle it.
Understood.
Do you understand? Helmsman, do you understand?
Yes.
But I don't see us arriving on that course. Turn us 8 degrees left. Helm, 8 degrees left.
Understood. Coming at 8 degrees. Set.
That was more than 8.
Trying to get it up, is there? And then you try doing it.
Turn us 3 degrees right.
Coming to 3 degrees right. Set.
What course are we on?
1, 2, 3.
That's the course for now. Take note. AP,
1, 2,
give me new 16th degree for 280. Mast, king, funnel split.
Repeat. Can you repeat that, please?
Range for target 280. Mast, king, funnel, split. Heavy tanker.
Understood. What the fuck?
Helmsman,
No.
30 RPM faster.
30 engines faster.
I'm on supervise.
Copy.
28.
It's 28. Really?
That's what I'm seeing off that ping post.
Copy. Well, the king post is not the tallest mast.
To the right of the king post, excuse me.
Using the tallest mast, right?
Yes, to the right of the king post, that stick.
Okay. Then range to merchant 279 mast funnel split.
$39.
Range to target bearing 274 mast funnel composite. Set angle on bow 90 right.
90 right is
32.
set.
32 was it XO?
Yeah, 33, revision 33.
Okay. Let me verify if speed match is holding for us. Maintaining course.
1, 2, 3, still maintain.
20 RPM slower.
Hit.
Supervise.
You got it.
Helmsman, 20 RPM slower.
Giving.
He replied. Yeah,
But
he's got it.
He didn't say to me.
Yeah, that was
So I don't know.
I thought I heard him, my bad. Either way. Looking good.
Maybe a touch still.
Port RPM.
Port RPM is 190.
20 slower.
Say again.
20 slower. 20 slower.
20 slower, aye. Twenty slower. Given.
Port speed on odometer. Report
Speed is 6.8.
Set speed on TDC 6.8.
6.8 knots set.
Good. All right. One moment.
Standing by.
Closest enemy warship at around 24 hectometers, Captain.
Heard. Thank you. Set torpedo depth 4.9.
4.9 set. Torpedo depth.
Give me tube 1.
Tube 1 set.
Give me range 50 and reply with time.
Range 50 set. 3 minutes, 51 seconds till impact.
Okay, give me range 49.
49. Set. 3 minutes, 40 seconds.
Give me tube 2.
2.
Range 41.
41 set. 4, 43.
Give me... Well, actually, it is... You don't need to give me anything. We should still have the same data as last.
4.
The TDC, you haven't changed
Yes.
any data since the
Nope.
last... Okay, good.
Enemy warship
One away.
295, 20 hectometers.
Tube 4 loaded, ready to fire.
Tube 1.
Tube 1 is loaded, ready to fire. Range 40, 41 set.
Range 50.
50 is set. 348.
Say again the range for warship.
Range is 50. Oh, sorry.
Ship range.
Around 20 hectometers at bearing 248.
Turn us 20 degrees right.
30, 20 degrees right, aye. Ten. Oh, come on.
Tube 2,
Give me
tube 1 away.
tube
Tube 3 ready.
3 and range. Well, we can do the same range.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Tube 4 ready.
Safety TDC. EXO, take us away safe.
TDC is safe. All tubes reloading.
Full speed ahead. Make course 191.
191, full speed ahead, aye. Come on, give me more. I can't see when they do that. One nine one set. Warshots is alive.
In
All warships are over 25 hectometers away, Captain.
reports from OP are cancelled until we once again get within range. Alright, so we have about impact in 2 minutes.
All right.
Understood.
I intend to do one more of these attacks, so I want to approach the convoy and be at the same, maybe a little bit further behind than we were at this time. Well, actually, when they sig left, we were kind of in a good position, so I kind of want to have angle about 90s on our next attack in the middle of the convoy, and then for the third attack, given we have time, we're going for an inside attack.
Understood. So your intention is for angle on bows, if we are on course and on speed, to be at our 270 within 2,500 meters.
That the enemy will display angle on bows on our 270 in the middle of the convoy.
Yes.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Okay.
Should be 40 seconds until the impacts.
Were all those depths the same?
Yeah. All drafts were 6, so 4.9.
As we were pulling away, I realized, I was like, he didn't hold depth.
Had it preset.
Mm-hmm.
If we're at like 3,000 meters or more, we can start matching convoy speed and course. EXO.
Understood. Make course 123.
Making course 1, 2, 3, coming around.
Make slow speed. Have we figured out an RPM? 190. That's
Lights turning on.
I'm hoping for
We hit
explosions.
If I say 1, 2, 3, you want? Correct.
slow speed. Or
All of them are misses, I believe.
Correct bearing.
You might be right.
1, 2, 3, correct?
double attention order.
Double attention.
What was the course that will the enemy be on?
Last checked at 1, 2, 3. That was
2,
noted.
3. Track AP. I'm gonna grab AP.
Yeah, AP's tracked. Oh no,
That's-
AP's tracked.
yeah.
1, 2, 3. What's the angle and bow saying here?
It's you're right on. It's 179 or 171. Oh, God damn it!
179.5, right?
Thank you.
Anytime. Take a breath,
Just one
Buster.
there.
I need to call down the engine room.
It is wrong. Well, it's correctly set, but speed matched was not the one we had. Well, I mean, they must have been at a different speed.
Mm-hmm.
So be it.
Hi. Can you make speed 190? Yes.
Radio is gonna go out for a smoke. I'll be back.
You're saying the whole speed was wrong, Fox?
I think the course was not wrong. So the speed that we determined by match is the other culprit. They've been off by an
Or
hour
range.
or something, which is no. We would still have at least one hit.
One thing that I just thought of is if we calculated speed at 6.2 and we matched at 6.8, their lights turned on. It's possible they saw the steam torpedo, so we were possibly faster. 2 cents. I'll be back.
The torpedo can go behind as well. They changed their speed on 6. Yeah.
One quick question. When we are going at full speed and I'm doing warship watch and the boat is rocking quite a bit, and it's sometimes like rather difficult to see the difference between 14 and 16 ticks on the scope. Like, do you want me to overestimate or like underestimate the range so we are on the safe side? Like, sometimes it's really difficult to tell the difference between 14 and 16 ticks on a sloop, for example.
Yeah, well, it's better that you are on the more cautionary side than being on the too relaxed side. So better that you are overestimating them to be closer than what they are.
Okay.
Ultimately, the flow of the way I want is that you're the first alerter. You'll be the canary, and then we either act on what you say or we verify what you say. So then if we feel that we're doing okay, then we'll verify with the AP. Like, for example, in our attack here, I didn't have the time to verify as we were mid-attack, so I just took an evasive-ish maneuver when you called 2 kilometers of a range. I don't know depth.
I think speeds are culprit. I think you're right, because look, we're at 190 RPMs, right? And this looks like 7.3 to me.
Someone called the wrong speed for me then.
I called it.
So, do you think you called the wrong speed for me?
No. Because I remember looking at it, and I remember seeing the tick, and instinctively I said 6.8. And then I had to re-think. Is it 5 ticks or is it 10 ticks in that? And I remember thinking that. I remember it being short of 7.
I'm on the bridge.
Understood.
Never know. We'll never know, but maybe. So for this one, if we're going to be doing, we're not going to determine speed by match the next coming attack.
Understood.
If we observe a SIG, we will take, we will basically quick stop. There is a chance that they were SIGing during the torpedo travel. Wasn't looking at that clock of mine.
And I didn't have a clock. I should have had a clock.
Lights are going down. maneuver for approach immediately.
Understood. Make course 56.
56, coming around.
So if their last course was 123, but we've been having courses up to 140, maybe even 145. So this is the most left recorded course that we have had so far. 123.
Yes, Captain.
So let's say the extreme must have been 145. What would be the average of that?
48 to 125. 1 second.
So we should double time this.
It's 23 degrees. So the middle of that is 130.
Full speed ahead.
37.
Full speed ahead, aye.
137.
Yes.
So at magnetic bearing 47, that's where we should expect the center of the convoy to be in order for our approach now to anticipate that we're going to end up as much in the middle as possible when they reform.
Understood.
47 is 90 degrees off the average course of 137.
Okay. So make course 63 then.
63, coming around.
Excuse me, correction.
Correction.
Make course 50.
50, coming back. Set.
How long since lights went down?
3 minutes.
Copy,
Just
thank
now.
you. When can we expect them to be relatively established? I forget.
In, let's say, 10 minutes from now.
Okay.
We'll start looking and grabbing data in 7 minutes.
Okay, shall do.
Just take the early data, get with a little bit of a pinch of salt.
Copy that.
Also, OP.
Yes.
Thing that I do usually fairly subconsciously these days, but you can try to stabilize with your hand. Like, there's usually a rhythm, and you can anticipate. If you look at the wobbling, you'll see that the wobbling is going to go and slow down where it reaches its apex on the wobble, and then it's going to start going the other way around. And if you start reading that movement behavior, you can kind of like counteract that with your hand. It helps stabilizing a little bit more better than just leaving your mouse static and using the in-game stabilizer.
Okay, I'll try.
It's something that I do when I'm on my handheld binoculars on the bridge.
Warship 320 looking a little close.
P, range to nearest.
Range to nearest. Yeah, go right. Range to nearest is 26
Rudder.
kilometers.
Full right rudder.
Full right
Full
rudder.
right rudder.
Okay, it's closing in fast. It's
Clear
detected us.
alerted.
Clear the bridge.
Clear the bridge.
Clear the bridge.
Boat. Dive the boat. Right full rudder.
Diving the boat.
Half speed ahead. Half speed ahead.
Advise.
Make our depth 185 meters. EXO, take care of our depth situation.
Understood.
Taking depth 185.
EXO, belay that. We're in a very deep area. Helm come to course 209.
209. Aye. Turning around.
Can I stretch my legs?
Yes.
Come on. Come on, girl. Set course 209.
Very good. We will, in order to adapt to the lost time, we will be going for an inside attack on our next plane.
Understood.
With 5 degrees, left rudder, come to course 137.
5 degrees, left rudder, coming to course 137. Aye.
Like last time when we dove, like this time when we dove, turning a hard right, 90-ish degrees away from the threats, diving immediately, and basically going as deep as we can. Many times we can avoid being pinged.
Passing 100 meters and sinking.
This is the captain. Fair one. It's necessary. Have you guys already started to drain the petcock? That's right. For our next attack, we're gonna probably do an inside attack once we surface. We're gonna be going at full speed, and then a little bit closer to entry, we're gonna drop speed and do a recharge of batteries and so on before we actually go in.
Close contact relative 225.
Report only, ping turn.
Welcome.
Captain, just orientation. There was like an emergency knock, so that's why it's flooded. Just so you guys understand. Alright, control out. Adjust rudder 15 degrees.
15 degrees coming around.
Course target is still 137.
137 target course, aye.
One back, Captain.
Very well. Good.
Passing 160 meters.
So, particularly when these alerts happen, and I think this is a good. We've been doing this twice now, and both of these times have yielded very good evasive results, where we've been sticking with half speed. We've been turning a hard turn right. Helmsman, slow speed ahead.
Slow speed ahead, aye.
Slow speed ahead, slow speed ahead, slow speed ahead.
Lit. Slow speed ahead, aye.
So we've been basically doing our 90 degrees evasive turn pretty much to the right. I've been keeping half speed because they're still at a few good kilometers out, and half speed is still fast enough on whatnot. Then we're also using our speed to go deeper at the same time, so their effective sonar capability is being reduced as we're going deeper.
Ping termination.
Very good, ping term. Let's go up to periscope depth, double time it, dive officer, as long as you're comfortable with it. And helmsman, come to course 137. Full rudder.
137, full rudder.
Slow ahead.
Still slow.
Dead slow ahead. Dead slow ahead.
Dead slow ahead, aye.
As they have never pinged us on the whole, the need for going at any higher speed than half, in my opinion, is not necessarily needed.
Set
No, I
course
get that.
137.
Very good. That's good. So from here on, when we are detected, you're going to be doing the evasive maneuvers when I have the command.
Okay.
We're going to do these dive orders and expedite the turn and so on. And if we are diving and going deeper and whatnot, and we do receive a ping on hull, then we'll speed up to full speed.
Okay. So, what's your thought process on the? Because I noticed you've been ordering half turns on the rudder, like 7-15 degrees.
Yes, so that's another thing. So the 90 degrees are an immediate, like, slim our profile towards the enemy warship and build, delay them catching up as much as possible.
Okay.
Faster, we can't prevent them from catching up, we just delay them and buy time. Then, when sufficient depth and time have passed, I am then turning a gentle, a lazy turn towards their previous course. That is because I don't want to lose so much momentum. As we're going deeper, we're also going slower, then harden the turn because we don't need our speed to make for our descent. Like we can afford wasting a little bit of speed for a turn, but the end goal is basically to start paralleling them by their old course to delay them from going too far ahead from us.
I get you. All right.
That's the little thoughts and why I use a gentler level of rudder. Now, when we go up, I use dead slow because I don't know the range to them. So therefore, we're going up the most quiet way I know. And by the time we reach periscope depth, I know the convoy's behavior is they'd be like, oh fuck, there's a submarine to our right, let's go left. So they will never go towards us when they know we're there, the merchants. So therefore, the warship is going towards us, but by the time of ping term, he's going to be between us and the convoy, more or less. So I know that he's going to want to return to the convoy merchants. So he's going to then start going towards the merchants, and the merchants going to start aligning up on their old course. So it's unlikely by the time we arrive at periscope depth that we would be poking our periscope up the ass of a warship. At least with this course, we're not going towards the convoy. We're paralleling old average course.
Yeah.
So that's why we're making some of those decisions. Basically, should I have an accurate more accurate way of determining range by hydrophone, then I can even adjust our speed up to slow and whatnot. But I want to make sure that I am definitely, like, I assume minimum error on hydrophone is 500 meters. So I need to know that I'm more likely like 1,800 meters or more before I dare to go slow speed on ascent. Likely the warship is going to have its ass towards us, going towards the convoy. It's not always that. Not always safe enough to do.
Yeah, and I noticed on the last one we popped out, there was one escort. It seems like he was in the front, but he was facing us, it seemed like. And it could have just been, you couldn't tell what direction he was facing, but that's just how it felt, what I noticed.
Unlikely, but possible. It depends. Times, if a warship is directly facing or directly turned away, it could be hard to tell which one is true when you only see the silhouette.
Understood.
Fuck, I forgot the... Amon, are you running timer from ping term? I forgot to
I got 14 minutes since dive.
New intent is inside attack. So we're going to surface after we check it's clear, head to the front of the convoy, and then we may do a little charge before we enter, but not on our sprint towards the front.
I've only done one inside attack at all.
You're not going to do the inside attack?
Even maneuvering in by myself or anything, so just
so
heads up.
We'll maneuver to the front of the convoy with the no closer than 2,500 meters. And whenever I'm happy with our head position, we're going to dive and then we're going to go in. So all you need to worry about is not getting within 2,500 meters and get to where you can see, like, angle and bow zeros on merchants.
Okay.
Helm stepping away again.
Make sure you're off the station.
Correct.
Passing 20 meters, Captain.
So get on the optics. Come to depth of 12 meters.
12 meters aye.
So they're at our 290, or 270, excuse me. Nearest warship.
11. Dive. Make our depth 11 meters.
11 meters aye.
Salute. 18.
11 meters, Captain.
Yeah. I don't see a reason to stay submerged. I think we are clear to surface. The nearest ship would be over at 286.
Yes. All right. Surface the boat.
Surfacing the boat, aye.
When diesels are cleared, full speed ahead.
Copy.
Sure, we have a pre-flood as soon as possible.
Diesel safe.
You don't want to keep the water in?
Oh yeah.
The most efficient way to have a pre-flood ready. The diesel's got a dunk of water, so there's going to be a slight delay startup.
No worries.
Okay.
Looks like we have RPMs turning over now.
Still running electrics.
Are we?
Don't know. I'm not hearing the rumbling of the diesels yet. I can just have that as a stand-in engine at the moment.
I did call for diesels. They did acknowledge.
They're gonna blow them out. Battery doesn't go below 8. We might not even charge us.
Captain, our compressed air is at around 60. Should I call them right away or let them work on the flooded
the
engines?
needle if it's moving up. If it's moving up, you don't need to bother.
Oh yeah.
Or you have a leak in your negative tank. Go check the engine room and see the delay. What the delay is about. They had closed their petcock valves a little bit too soon and cut off the compressed air, so they only had combustion 2 cylinders in each engine.
Okay.
Yeah, we still have like an hour, 50 minutes until game end, so we will. We're gonna have enough time for an attack. We probably won't charge. We'll see.
Yeah. Fuck, can you take a look at this real quick? I have a question. So
the AP.
Yeah. Let me gather.
What's your question?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have my push to talk. So you see the convoy, and you see the escort in the top right up there. I think 70 magnetic.
I have the most right escort is bearing 85 magnetic.
1 second. Yeah, I hear you. So do I want to try to get in front of exactly that one? Or do I want to cut in between the convoy and the escorts at the escort at 80?
So a little callback to navigation school. You want to intercept that warship with, let's say, a 2,500 meters lead.
Understood. Okay.
And verify that you're not cutting in any of the other warships' detection ranges. Use old data.
Okay. Yeah, 1 second. Okay.
Adjustments along the way. All right. Have we had our helmsman come back, or is he still?
He's still at AFK, Captain.
So be it. I'm heading
Come
to the
back.
bridge. Oh, okay. And sonar man up on the bridge and gather data.
Copy.
I have ping terms. I don't know when it's clear, but just get rough information, and as time goes on, we'll keep improving. I want to go eat dinner, but so Squirrel,
Listening.
do you think you can be without me for 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think I can manage, Fox.
2,500 meters closest, but don't really get further than 3,000 meters.
Understood.
And yeah, if we do get detected again, then as we discussed on how to carry out an evasive maneuver.
Understood. Helmsman, make course 125, full speed.
125, full speed.
Still seems to have the depth to our benefit.
Understood.
Alright, I'll be back.
Oi, is he there?
Yep, I'm there.
All right. You got my warship watching?
Yes. Closest
Thank you.
one is 37 hectometers.
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Convoy's course 130.
Perfect. Make course 120.
Set course 120I. Set course.
I'm sorry, can you repeat convoy course one more time?
Yes, convoy course is 130.
130, thank you.
Copy.
Yes, there's not a lot of us out there, is there? It's not very common you find it. We do have a full crew, we do have an engineer, we do have crew.
Can we get a
Boys.
range to nearest escort?
Yes, actually, thank you. Literally just what I was about to ask.
2 meters at bearing, bearing relative 260 or 258.
Copy.
Can I get a
Do
relay
you-
on that?
Say again, what do you need?
There's a second warship at 290, also around 37 hectometers away.
Okay,
Yep.
I heard that. Never mind then.
So we have an XO.
That warship at 290, it looks like that's going to be the rightmost escort that we're going to have to worry about when we're flanking around the front of the convoy.
I concur.
Understood. So that's my rightermost edge. That's what you're saying.
Give or take, yeah. There should still be a circle of escorts. Imagine there's 7. There's, it's going to be like a hexagon. There's going to be a sweet spot coming up here soon. We're going to be able to sneak right in front of this guy. Assuming that's
So
the
you
plan.
want to try to? You were saying you want to try to squeeze in between 303 and that escort right there at 290, right?
That's
Or,
my thought
285.
process.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Otherwise, we go in front of the warship at 303.
Okay.
But that's the 2 gaps that I see. You see them too?
Make course
Now I'm running helms.
70.
Making course 70I.
It looks like we are currently parallel to the very front of the convoy.
Of course.
We were. Also, we can run this course for a few minutes, but if we go straight there, we will get detected before sneaking in.
Understood. Yeah, I was gonna try to get in a little closer, then shimmy out.
Cool. Then, every 3 minutes, update us with the closest convoy escort range. That would be preferential.
We do
Boys?
have our radio on.
Yes?
Make that happen. Every 3 minutes, please give us an update of closest warship range. Make course 90.
Making course 90I, coming around.
So for the first time, 31 hectometers right now.
We have our captain who went to eat. We have the XO currently giving orders. We have our dive officer also helping out with the spotting. We have our radio officer
Looking good.
on the UZO above my head. He's also in charge of the TDC, so I don't have to pivot. I'm not 100% sure on what our ship so far has been. We've had 0 attack. Well, we did 1 attack, it failed, so...
Around 26 hectometers now, Captain.
Bearing?
Bearing 304 relative. 302.
I'd probably recommend at this point going back to
I
convoy
recommend
course.
we turn.
Okay. Make course 130.
130I, coming around.
Yeah, we're definitely under 25 hectometers.
Make course full right rudder.
All right,
It's fine. We're fine. You got it.
Yeah, no, we're still fine. We're still fine.
Midship.
Midship, coming back. New course is 140.
130, please.
130, coming back around.
This is back. Heading to the bridge.
Captain's back. 130, set course.
Captain, we are currently just in front of the convoy, parallel to their course, pushing in.
Okay, carry on.
Range update 16 hectometers, bearing 250 relative.
Evasive turn, Squirrel.
250.
Full right rudder, aye.
That is not true. 16 is wrong. We would have been spotted.
23 hectometers, I said. Did I say 16?
You said 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. 23 hectometers.
130.
Coming back to 130, aye.
Well,
We're also.
We can.
Go ahead.
We can still. We don't need to be closer than 25. So if we're closer than 25, we can open up.
Okay.
One 130 set course.
Okay. Alright, now I don't know what to do next here, folks. I mean, I could try to strafe in.
Nah, well, you do, well, if you want to do the advanced stuff, you do, intercept of a lead of a ship.
Yeah.
2,500 meters lead.
Okay.
So it could be good for the start to set up your vector circles and everything like that. Good speed, and then your your speed that you'll be using, which is 18 knots. Set up the target vector as well. I see you have plenty of circles, so you could potentially just reuse one of those.
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I'm not following. I don't.
It's just good if you have the circle ready before you do the next step. So, are you happy with the circles that you have? You know, normal vector skull with your speed being in 1,800 meters, and then you do the target's vector.
Yep.
Okay.
I have that. And then I have strafe courses in.
Get range and bearing to the target, the most lead warship.
Okay.
Plot him on the map.
We do have these two marks, so we're currently unsure of the other shipping that we have on this.
So I have a sloop at 37 magnetic and 31 hectometers.
Plot it.
Okay, I have it plotted.
Can't see it. Are you doing it in sketch mode? You need to plot him from where we are on the map.
It's on the map.
Okay, then draw a circle. This is usually what I do. You draw a circle that is 2,500 meters in radii. Okay. That's your minimum maneuvering distance to them. Then you don't want to maneuver so you get within that range. Good. Now, from the point that you originated the bearing line, draw a new line towards ahead of the target, so it tangents the circle.
So that's our range that we really do not want to be in.
Not cutting the circle, tangents it. No, you're still cutting the circle. Tangent here, like it's gonna touch the circle's outer edge and not cut it.
We just barely are out of its range, which is really frightening. Actually, we're right alongside of that one.
So that's the allowance that you have the bearing to basically intercept on. Because if you can't intercept on a bearing that's more to the left, because you're entering 2,500 meters range of the target then. So take that bearing, carry it over to your intercept diagram, and draw that as your relative speed direction of approach.
Okay, I got it in as a vector.
Then you create no, this is not our vector. This is a bearing of relative motion.
All right.
it can't be drawn from where you've drawn it. It's a bearing. Bearings are not drawn from the center point.
That's right.
Alright, then create a triangle with our speed. The speed allowance that we're allowed to use, which is 18 knots. We can only use 18 knots. Our vector can only be 18 long.
This is where we did fire the torpedoes, where the impacts would have been, but they were not.
Yours. Yeah. So our course is 104.8, but you probably want to redo that one and check the new bearing on the target. Do a new circle, like a detection range circle around the target.
Understood.
While we can still turn to that course.
Okay. Make course 105.
Making course 105 high.
Let me hop on the SEAWOLF.
Set.
To get a new bearing and range to the target plotted, then I am usually lazily copying and pasting the circle just over it. It doesn't need to be super accurate because you're not working on super accurate data to begin with. Which is off, their speed and course is probably off. So therefore, perfect values here isn't really required. You can have the SEAWOLF.
Thank you.
And this is the ship most furthest ahead that you're doing bearings to?
Yes.
The closest.
Heard. The closest or the furthest ahead?
The one that has most lead position. That one I recommend always to start with. And then you can do the other ones that are closer to check if it's a viable course.
Lead most vessel, I believe, is at 262. Mass King Post Mass funnel.
Oh, okay, I understand.
He's calling relative. We're gonna need magnetic.
Oh.
Magnetics. It's alright. I have a magnetic up top. 262. Fine.
Not from us, from where you drew the origin, or from the point where you... here. Carry over.
So does that mean right there 19 is our velocity
No,
boundary?
this is not a vector diagram. It's just to make an get a bearing to travel to a relative motion bearing that doesn't carry us into 2,500 meters. Now with the bearing, carry it over to the intercept diagram.
Excuse me.
All bearings are drawn from the endpoints of target vector or your vector, never from the center point. Complete the triangle. Make sure our leg is 18-ish. And then call the turn.
Make course 77.
Make course 77I.
Speed range to nearest.
Range to nearest is the enemy sloot at 37 hectometers
Range?
and bearing
37. No.
77 set.
Right. Okay. So, the reason why we tangent, what we could do instead is we get the bearing. So I'm gonna draw up a mock-up data for now. We have the bearing, and then we have our little circle.
So we're turning in. That's the outer edge of the
target's
convoy.
course.
So
What value are we working on for the course?
130 was last time it updated.
So what we're doing is
That was quite a while ago.
turning in like this.
So let's say we wanted to go to
And then we're
130
slowly
ahead of
gonna
them,
catch
2,500 meters ahead of the target. If we were to draw a bearing to that point, we would cut through at some point the 2,500 meters range, because we're going to be moving in relation to the target along that line, the 54.2 degree line.
So that's the line.
Going to be our direction of relative motion. So that means we're going to cut in his actual
Unless they zig, because they've been doing that a lot.
the range that the captain in this case have outlined that he don't want to get that close. So that's why we do a tangent. But the tangent means intercepting in this case like 102 extra meters ahead of the desired range of 2,500. But that's a minor issue. What's more of an issue is if you get within detection range, so it's better to just intercept the circle and avoid entering the circle.
Okay.
Bearing to the edge of the circle. We set 2,500 meters, which gives us wiggle room.
Okay.
And we are also...
So, as this is moving for... Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
As the circle... Because the circle is moving forward as time goes on, because the ship is moving naturally. And so this just keeps us ahead of it.
Why am I so yawny today, eh?
Yeah, okay. And that's my... Okay, because we'd be up there. Okay.
So that's why we intercept a tangent bearing to the circle. That way we know we won't be entering the circle. But in reality, as we're working with outdated values, their old speed and old course, this might not be exactly how reality looks, but it gives us a rough idea where to tell helmsman to be steering. I have a lot. Let's see. 3, 5, 7.
So I guess another dumb question is, how do you choose the lead ship, the furthest most, or the one closest to you?
One moment.
Yeah.
Alongside the convoy parallel to it, you can definitely see which ship is in the front of the convoy, and if you make note of said ship for later reference, you can look back at that ship, know that it's the front ship, and then refer back to the rest of the convoy as if that was the lead front and center ship, which I've been keeping track of at 260, 261 relative. He's the mast king post mast funnel. There is a warship just beside him at 259.
Course 41.
Make course 41.
Make a course for what now?
Alright, so take a look at magnetic bearing-ish 356. There's going to be 2 warships there, one really far and one a little bit closer. It's magnetic bearing.
Yes.
5. Right. So I arranged that warship to be 5,500 meters.
Okay.
So I plotted on the map and put my wiggle room circle there, my comfort zone circle, and then I drew my bearing line to tangent, or like to check which, because I don't want to enter that circle.
Right here.
And then I carried it over to your intercept diagram, and I drew the bearing that I got with by tangenting the circle, and then
Okay. Because then this places the velocities in reference to position now. Okay. Okay.
Convoy course 135 will mark it on the map.
But information, you could make an updated thing, or you can go by gut. People don't necessarily know speed. I wouldn't run with an 18.4 knot circle. I don't think we're making 18.4. We're pretty much making 18.0.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm putting 18.4.
We're running a little bit low on time.
Yeah, that's the only thing. We've been doing this about for 2 hours, 49 minutes.
Take a look on the UZO.
Go for it.
Okay, I see. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder.
We don't need to do any more intercepts. We are at AOB zeros. I'm relieving you of the AP Squirrel Hunter.
Relieved.
The OP.
Want me on OP?
Advise when you're ready for me to straight rudder.
Yep. Come to course. 319.
319. Come on. 319. Come on.
Right, so basically the best way when you have a SIGINT convoy to have the best chance to not end up outside of the convoy if they're SIGing on your approach, you want to be in the middle. We're kind of shot past the middle, but we're still, I would say, within the middle-ish.
Oh, we'll be right in front of them.
I don't want to turn more left because we're gonna maybe go underneath the sloop, and I always try to avoid going in underneath warships. but sometimes you can't help it. So right now I'm going head on into the convoy, and at a certain point where we're close enough, we're gonna basically die. So we can have the bridge being cleared now.
Bridge being cleared.
Clearing the bridge.
Get ready.
Hatch is secure.
Very good. Our battery is still like 8.5 or something, so should be pretty Gucci on juice.
Gucci juice?
There it is.
And that's a sloop at 355, right?
Correct. Dive the boat.
Dive the boat, aye.
Slow speed ahead.
Slow speed ahead.
Captain, for your next attack, it would appear I mishandled the torpedoes. We have 1 steam in tube 1 and 3 electrics in the rest.
Okay. I will be asking for tubes. I'm going to be asking for torpedo types.
Okay.
Once, when possible, left side tubes with steam and right side tubes with electric.
Okay. But you did understand what I was saying?
I understand that you have not reloaded as my pattern was in the beginning. I don't recall which tube, because you mentioned a bunch of numbers, and so it is what it is. If we have some steam still, we use steam. If I don't have steam, I don't use steam.
Would you like to know anything about them then? Like which ones are steam? You have 1 steam.
That's good enough.
Cool.
We're not going to start using steams, but I want left tubes with steam and right tubes with electric. Whenever they get empty.
Copy that. Left tube steam, right tubes electric. That makes sense.
I can actually do the corrections under the water. Above the water, I am blind. So we'll see how this goes.
EXO, you can micromanage the depth for basically uncomfortable ranging. Basically, don't expect a luxury in accurate ranging. So, but that you can still range is important. But you have to micromanage the depth by saying him to go deeper by 0.2 or 0.3 or whatever. Because no more than what you need. So always go lower if you can go lower.
Understood. Boys, me and you gonna talk a lot. Ready? Down 0.1. We're gonna start off slow.
So I would say like uncomfortable would be like 25% of the time that you're looking out of the lens. It's going to be splashed over with water, but 75% is going to be clear lens.
Understood.
Got that slow ahead.
Dead slow ahead, aye.
One more point down.
Took 1 more down.
Here we go, boys. Let the fun begin.
You do this at 500 meters, you drop the OP altogether.
Understood.
You can continue this, but at 500 meters to the warship, you drop the OP.
Okay. Okay. Drop an OP.
We could probably go closer with the OP up, but because we haven't had any real luck with torpedoes, I don't want to bet on it. So therefore, we'll be a little bit more cautious.
Understood.
OP has a like a maximum extension up to 12.5. If you go deeper than 12.5, you might as well keep it lowered because you can see shit, and like shit enough to be useful for anything. Who are we losing? I need. Never mind.
I think you have the audio bug again, because there is a audio bug that we have recently.
One 1.8 hectometers to this slope.
Some of the captains in this group will target the warbler ships and the others won't. This one I don't think is. He's mainly aiming for the shipping vessels as we are low on time today. Because we are limited on time because we do have the Wolfpack's main community that's about to do their game shortly after ours ends, which is fine because I will probably join them on that game as well and live stream their perspective.
0.5.
Because the Wolfpack community has a larger game with mainly all the boats, so we will actually use all boats in a Wolfpack formation and attack.
.3. Engines, stop.
Full engine stop.
Okie dokie. Make our depth 11.5.
Boys?
Make our depth 11.5.
11.5.
P is raisable.
OP is raisable, aye.
Port speed on tactometer.
Port speed is at 0 on RPM.
0.1.
Yes, we're 0.1.
1.
No, when we're 0.2.
Captain, do you still want the OP and splash zone?
More or less, 25% of the times you looking out the periscope, a little bit of water going over the lens should be acceptable.
Okay.
0.
The effective, the operational usability for it would be perhaps at most that you can see a stern flag and the bow. You don't need to necessarily range. Okay.
Understood.
OP. Identify ship at 331 mast funnel king split.
Mass, funnel kings at 331.
And split.
Yes, I have it in sight.
ID and length.
ID, heard.
Length as well if you...
Length, 135. Heavy freighter 19 in the book.
Half speed astern in the book. 19 length, say again.
Half speed astern.
Heavy freighter type 19. Length, 135.
Set TDC 6.4.
Target speed is 6.4.
Point R, bow towards bearing 330.
Lights out.
Helm.
Go.
Rotate our boat so we are pointing bow towards 330.
Aye.
Mind as we're going astern.
I
think you are.
We have no propulsion at the moment.
I'm on one shaft. Make speed for slow speed astern.
Making speeds for slow speed astern.
TDC AP track.
Tracking AP.
On bow 0.
Standby. Is set.
Convoy course is reciprocal to 318. Note of that.
One 38.
318. 318 reciprocal.
Would be 138.
Oh, okay, it is 138. Good.
Imagine that. That doesn't happen very often.
Okay, they we can actually expedite this a little bit. Let's go. We are turning the wrong way.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no real
Port shafts. The port and starboard shafts are not synced right now.
Fine, but we are going backwards.
Yeah, they're struggling to go in reverse apparently.
That's fine.
I'm saying that too.
We're not in an immediate rush for me, but the emission end is technically in 1 minute. But we won't end there. I want to have at least some kills before we shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And just confirming it is 330.
Make it 318 instead, and let's go to ahead. Make our speed ahead slow.
Ahead slow.
Get ready. Get ready for lights out.
Don't be mean.
Hey, they popped the
saying
fuse
the
like
truth.
5 times going backwards.
Playing with bots basically is a bad way of learning the engine room.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know what kind of things a player captain would expect of you. That's why when I wrote a guide, which isn't really much of a guide, but it's more of a checklist in the Steam guide section, where it's listed outlining like the various types of skills that many captains expect.
Mm-hmm.
Boys down point 2.
Repeat.
Down point 2, please.
We want to go even. Let's drop the OP for now.
OP dropped.
Yeah, we'll raise it when we pass this light merchant. So I know I've been up to 200 meters at a depth of 12.3 without detection on the OP.
Captain, do you want to adjust your angle on bow at all again?
Did I not already call for that?
We did. I was just curious with the shenanigans if you wanted to adjust it.
This should be 0?
Yep, that's 0.
Right. And we set the speed to 6.4?
Yes.
Good. Alright. Now, let's go astern, slow speed.
Stern slow, aye.
Impact OP can be raised.
Be prepared for fuses being blown.
OP can be raised, heard.
No, negative. On
Negative.
impact. On impact.
Impact, aye.
Alright. Let's see. Give me depth 5.
Depth 5 set.
Give me...
Booyah.
Give me an electric forward.
Okay, electric forward set.
Preferably one of the left tubes that might have electrics so we can get it steamed up.
Yep.
Then give me range 11.5.
11.5 is set.
And tell me time.
Time is 1:02. 2 away.
Okay, give me another electric forward.
Okay, forward set. Ready to fire.
And reduce range by 600 meters.
Okay, then we're going to... What is that? 7? 7 then. Ready to fire. 40 seconds. 41.
Depth 6. Depth 6.
Depth 6
Or
set.
torpedo depth 6.
Yep, depth 6 set. 43 seconds. Three away. 2-4.
Give me another electric forward.
Electric is ready. Good hit.
Draft 4.
Going up.
Aft 4 is...
Draft 4.
Oh, draft 4. Stand by.
Range 400.
400 set. Ready to fire. Okay. Steam forward.
Cool.
15 seconds on this range.
Bastard is fucking alive.
Good hit.
One is dead at least. Okay, we'll go for this one. I need range and draft for target 52. 052.
Heard, 052.
Astern half.
Setting astern is half speed, correct?
Stern half.
Not just a half speed.
Torpedo, set target speed 7.5.
7.5 standby. 7.5 is set.
Set angle and bow 90 right.
90 right is set. Range?
I'm waiting for it.
Copy. Roughly?
6 hectometers.
Okay. And set.
Depth. Draught is 7 meters.
7.
Set torpedo depth 6.
6. Set.
Angle about 80. make it 75 right.
75 right is set. 2-1. Steaming.
Alright.
Steaming ahead about 37 seconds.
We can do with a 4. So we have no forward ready, do we?
No forwards. Tube 5. Tube 3 will be loaded in 30 seconds.
So we're gonna do stern torpedo, and meanwhile, XO bearing 30.
Bearing 30.
Set torpedo depth 5.
5 set.
And set range.
Good hit. Tube 3 ready to fire.
Range.
Draw 5.
8 set.
Make range 7.
7 set.
And give me angle about 75 left.
75 left. Tube 3 or 5. Set.
Either.
Okay, tube 3 set. Ready to fire. 32 seconds.
Right. Let's hear it again, XO.
I got a draught of 5. And best
Torpedo
guess
depth
for
4.
math or for
Set.
distance.
Guesses.
5 hectometers.
Yeah, he's not 5. No guesses.
I can't tell you. You mean the ship right in front of us?
Go.
Because he was behind it.
Good hit.
Yeah,
He's behind it right now.
can't shoot at him anyways. We wait until we see him. Well, you can. You can go up a little bit shallower if you want. If you feel that will help when it comes to ranging.
Understood. Boys, make 11-5, please.
Let's go astern dead slow.
Astern dead slow.
Any more torpedoes, sir?
We're gonna keep on engaging. We just the intended target is blocked.
Okay. 45 seconds. Tube 2, electric.
You can run a forward electric.
We have one tube 5 ready to go.
Tube 5 is ready.
Tube 5 is the only one ready.
Mm-hmm. That is that's then we might have to pick another target.
14 hectometers, bearing 51.
Yeah. New target. I'm looking for you to ID and do range and depth is relative 26.
Mast. King post funnel, aye.
Right. And tube 5.
Tube 5? Tube 2 is ready to go.
Range 13. 1-3.
Range 13. 1-2, 13 set.
I don't like that angle. I'm gonna wait for him to mature. We have this one instead. This one is good. Okay, nice. Same height. Range 14.
14 set and a half. Tube 2 ready to fire as well. Forward facing tube.
Angle about 80 left.
80 left. Set.
And torpedo depth 5.
Torpedo depth is 5. Target time is 135 at current speed.
Angle about 75 left.
Oh, 75, yes. 75 set. 132. Ready, okay, cool. Tube 2 ready to fire as a forward facing tube.
Half speed astern. Okay, what you got for me, XO?
Draught 7.
That torpedo depth 6.
6 set.
Distance 14-5.
Yep.
Make that. And then we will do angle and bow. 45, 60. Say 65 right.
65 right. Set. Ready to fire.
Make it 60 right.
60 right. Set. Ready to fire. 2 away. 2 4 loading. 1 minute 30. We will have 2 steams, 1 electric in front and 1 electric in rear.
Oh, okay. Let's have this ship again at 75. Angle about 90 right set.
Angle on bow 90 right is set.
Draft and range, XO. And what tube do I have as available?
None.
Time for reload.
30 seconds.
Pick that
roughly.
tube.
Tube 4 it is. Electric.
Drop 5.
Torpedo
hit.
depth 4.
4 set.
Distance 22. Negative. 22.
22. Set.
Angle and bow. Angle and bow 90 right.
90 right is set. Stand by. Ready to fire. 4 away. Tube 5 in 45, 50 seconds.
Good. XO, I'm interested in target at bearing 10. And let's see. I want torpedo depth 5.
Is set.
And I want range. .7.
6.7 is set.
And I want angle and bow 75 left.
75 left is set. Stand by. Resetting.
What is
I
okay,
fucked it.
that's
Resetting.
Set 75 left.
75 is set. Good.
Okay. Torpedo availability.
5 ready to fire.
Good.
5 away. Tube 2. Tube 1 and 3. We'll have a tube in a minute and a half. Time to impact for that last one, I believe, would be 51 seconds.
Helm.
Go.
Turnus.
Good hit.
Damn it. This...
Go ahead.
Use right rudder and turn the ship's course by 10 degrees.
Coming 10.
Good hits.
Full speed astern.
Full speed astern.
Full. Good. Let's go with half rudder right.
Half rudder right.
Availability front.
Stand by. 15, 20 seconds.
I'm gonna go with this target here, maybe in front of us.
Okay.
In between.
Why is someone on them?
Rudder midship.
Rudder midship.
Both fuses are blown.
So be it. Torpedo.
Torpedo 1 ready.
Set
Steam.
range 40.
40 is set.
Depth 4.
4 is set.
Set no speed.
No speed, set. Okay, angle on bow, not necessary.
Not at speed 0.
Copy that, that's right.
Speed 7.5. I'm gonna miss this target.
Fuck him.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a gamble.
I like a cowboy shot or two.
Okay,
Well done.
I did him.
That was quick.
He is still alive.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
After such a big boom, too.
2 minutes.
How is the depth? Depth is deep. Good, cool. Kent, I need to turn half degree. Half rudder right.
Half rudder right. Aye.
Exo, did you have data for ship at 60?
Yes.
All right. Keep it in mind. I'm gonna do it after this one. I am gonna reserve a torpedo for this thing first.
Understood.
Need that full speed. Too bad we ain't gonna get it on starboard. We probably ain't gonna get this shot.
Oh, GG.
They've blown a resistor, so it's gonna be hard for them to get it rolling. I sunk one torpedo into this thing.
Both port and starboard shafts are, yeah, having troubles.
Torpedoes.
I think Warlord left.
I'll go help him out.
He might just reconnect like last time. Torpedo status.
Still waiting on it. 30 seconds.
I believe he did leave because he's not in the call anymore.
Okay. Then Amon, engines.
Engines.
And a cruise master, rudder midship.
Rudder midship, aye.
Only got one torpedo remaining. The XO.
Torpedo depth 7.
Is that the torpedo depth or is that the draft?
I'm sorry, draft. Excuse me. Sorry, draft 7.
Then torpedo depth 6.
Torpedo depth 6.
Set tube 3.
Setting tube 3. Set.
Range XO.
Distance 7.
Set range 7. Angle and bow 90 right.
90 right. Set.
Range 7.
Set.
Give me. What? Why we have no solution?
It's still pretty.
Left full rudder.
Left full rudder, aye.
What is angle and bow saying here?
It is almost at 91.
Okay. Set angle and bow 105.
You're at it.
Okay, let's go astern, slow speed.
Stern slow, aye.
Rudder midship.
Rudder midship, aye.
Let's make come to course 272 astern. Course 272, speed ahead, slow.
Head slow, course 272, set.
Officer, make our depth 185.
Making depth 185. Aye, sir.
Where are Winchester?
Winchester, aye.
Finally got good kills.
So what's your escape course gonna be, Captain?
Deep. We are out of torpedoes, so we're just gonna go. The fastest way to exit the formation is in the opposite direction of travel of the convoy.
Okay. So
As
just
we have
slip
no
out the
in-
back?
Yeah, as we have no intent of re-engaging with the convoy as we're at Winchester, therefore this is the best approach because it's pretty much in-game with 21 minutes overtime. So, with that being said, we're going to begin the debrief while we're still playing.
You want me to call them up here, Captain?
No, they can work from there, but we're gonna do it over Discord, so everyone unmute.
Yeah, understood. I will unmute.
Alright.
Cool. So today my goal was to give Squirrel Hunter some maneuvering tasks. He'd been previously, when he'd been XOing on my boat, been practicing on angle and bow hunting. So today we agreed that we're going to give him a little bit of maneuvering work to do. So he was on maneuvering, and that I did not really have any good optics to work with, because I wanted to make sure that Amon also stayed busy. So we had Amon, which is also a capable captain. He was on the Uzio optics, helping me hunt for angle and bows this time, and then we had our dive officer doing warship hunting with warship ranging rather. The intent was to pull off a few side attacks, but instead we got to practice evasions. Both evasions went fairly good. The warships did not hear us or ping us. We went up after the first evasion to do a parallel attack, but uncertain to why none of the torpedoes hit. There was something off. It could have been that I wasn't fully keeping track of their SIG time, so it could have been that I shot too late, so it entered their SIGing window, and they were actually SIGing during the attack. Or there could be some wonkiness with the speed. Because speed was the only thing I at least could not verify with my own eyes. Course was looking good. That the angle and bow was looking good. I think I did 2 checks on it towards the end that it was good. Anywho, no direct reason why or the cause of the 3 torpedo wins.
Just wonky.
I hate to say that it could be a SIG, but it could have actually been a SIG because I wasn't keeping that well track of my SIG time as I perhaps should.
Fair.
Anyway, we made another detection, and we dove again. Not a single hit. We soaked our diesels with some water, but our dive time was pretty good. And then we headed up to the surface for an entry into the convoy, which we just finished. That's about the short summary of everything that happened. Now, I'm going to go down the list, and everyone get to provide me critique or feedback, or if you have questions, you can ask them too. But Cruise Master, do you have any feedback to me or any critique or questions?
No.
Squirrel Hunter?
I think the only critique that I have is sometimes when you're teaching, you do give the opportunity for us to figure it out. But sometimes the situation demands that we have a solution now, and then we learn from that later. And I just felt like there were a couple times during this session that could have been executed a little bit better. But that was it. That was it for me. I think communication was pretty clean, but...
So should I have stepped in sooner?
I would say, in certain aspects, sure. I definitely, now that you mentioned that, yeah, I definitely noticed a few points where you're like, yeah, I'm teaching, but like, we ended up getting cited at that moment or something like that. So it might have just been like, hey, get the fuck out of here, and then I'll tell you about it. But I wasn't paying too close attention to that.
Okay. Continue, Squirrel Hunter.
Yeah, I just think, well, I mean, you're generally pretty good about giving us time, but sometimes it felt like we needed the solution right then and there for the boat to I just felt like that would have been better, but that's just me. But outside of that, I think everyone tried to do their best, and I don't have any complaints with anything else. Not that it's a complaint at all, Fox, but that's it.
Something that I have basically reflected on before is that every time when you're trying to teach someone, it's always this kind of like chicken, what do you call it, like chicken run, whatever. When you run, you call it like when two cars are approaching each other and whoever turns away. What was it called? Game of chicken. Yeah. So it's always like this game of chicken that you want to keep on your course for as long as possible, metaphorical course, and stay your course to really not interfere with the chances that with the people that are trying to learn something to come up with it themselves. Because the moment you step in with your own foot and take over and says this is how we're doing it, then maybe a microsecond from you speaking, a person would step up and be like, this is what we're going to do, and they get the idea. So it's always hard. So it's just it's a assessment game, and sometimes I'm not assessing it well, and sometimes I'm a lot better at it. Very tricky in at least my defense. We'll move on to Amon if Squirrel Hunter don't have anything more to add.
Nope, I'm great. Thank you.
Then Amon?
Yes. Just specifically at the end, now that it's fresh in my memory, for what was it, Golfy? Or what was it?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, first time I heard it was your first time playing tonight? Like
first time ever.
With people? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just with the electric engines, the best thing to do with those would be to take it slow, try and ramp up the engines as slowly as possible, and with the electric specifically, you have to decouple the engine from the diesels.
And the other guy, he said that we don't really need to do that. I might mix it with something else, but because I learned quite a lot, so I might mix some things. But I mean, I think it was something like that. You don't have to decouple if you use diesel and electric, something like that.
Yes, when you're charging the batteries, they're going to be coupled, absolutely. Other than that, you're going to have a lot more reaction with the engine itself. It's going to be a bit more responsive, the electrics will be, without that additional, load of the entire engine there. And you're going to have an easier time maintaining the voltage that way. That way, you won't burn out the engines as easily. I mean, you've probably held on to something that's spinning really fast, I don't know, and tried to stop it with your bare hands. That's basically what...
Sure.
Just adding extra tension to the electrics, that's all I was saying.
That
makes it harder to move it. That's all.
Yeah, of course.
We executed our dives flawlessly.